Hi, my name's Mark, and what does a surveyor do? What does a building surveyor do? Well, let's say we want to buy a property and we want to look at it, but with a critical eye, because there might be some faults that we're not quite sure about, or you might be new. So, the trained eye of a building surveyor could be crucial to you, because in our excitement of finding something after loads of searching, and we could easily overlook essential items that might need, attention, that might need fixing, and there's hidden signs sometimes that we might overlook. So having a surveyor look at a property prior to purchase is not only advisable, it's kind of mandatory, really. And so, because we're purchasing quite an expensive item, so let's get a surveyor out there, building surveyor, before we part with our money or before we part with, loads of our time putting the deal together. So, let's say, what's their experience? What's their expertise? What do they specialise in? There's a difference between a valuation surveyor and a building surveyor. And you need to be aware that a RICS, or a chartered building surveyor, they work with strict conditions. Their particular experience may be limited to a particular field, whereas the property might suit a building surveyor who's learnt through a wide, broad experience. So advise them to check the property before auction, especially. They'll know what to look for, and we're able to check the auction pack, check the small print, and some lawyers charge a fortune to check the legal pack. My advice on legal packs is read it at least 10 times and then get someone else to read it 10 times, because you get word blindness, because a legal pack contains about 14 or 15 different documents. So by all means, get a building surveyor out for that as well. Now, be aware of what you want to do with the property. What's the strategy on the exit? Is it a retail sale? Is it an investor seller? You're keeping and buying and holding and stuff. But have someone come around. Not every single property you view. Continue to do your viewings, of course. You're doing your research in your area. You're getting to know the stock in your area. You're getting to know what's about and what type of stock, and what you'll get to know common faults with different types of stock. As in, let's say a Victorian property. I quite like Victorian properties. So on Victorian properties, I get quite a lot of damp in the kitchen, as in leaky roofs, like flashing from a flat roof to the main house. That sometimes produces, or quite often produces, damp, which is a water ingress from the ceiling or through the roof, through the flashing. So I quite often get that. I quite often get damp in the bays of bigger Victorian houses, with the bays on the front, on the top and the bottom. Quite often get damp in the bottom bay. That's where the damp proof course has failed. And you could miss this stuff. So if you have a problem with a property that you don't quite know about and you're ready to pounce, get the building surveyor out. And our property family surveyor is called Jim. It's called Jim Langford. And he does surveys, throughout the country. He's based in the Midlands, so he does surveys throughout the country, and he'll come and be the critical eye for you on a property before you jump into it and put time and money and skill into it. So if do your viewings, of course you do. Do them as a layperson. Do them as best you can, because that will increase your knowledge, and increasing knowledge increases confidence. And then when you've got a property that you want to pounce on, not quite sure of something, get Jim out, or get a building surveyor out and have a look over it as your critical eye, because they're on your side and they don't want you to spend money that you don't have to, So building surveyors, absolutely invaluable in the power team. So my name's Mark. If you want some help on your property journey, by all means get in touch. I'll put a link in the comments below. Just click on the link. It asks for your name, your email and your phone number, and we can be in touch and have a chat. So there's no heavy duty pitching or sale or anything. Hopefully you'll become a client at some point. Maybe you won't. Maybe we're not a fit and not right, but hopefully we will. So my name's Mark. I'll see you soon.